50 years plus of the Black community in British Columbia, to bring awareness and recognition to the amazing contributions to the economic and social development, the cultural development of this province, and the contributions individually in business, I'm talking about inventors and the professions and science and, of course, politics. Let me explain. Something wonderful happened in the middle of Black History Month that you may have heard of. It was a month where something happened for the first time in the history of our province. And that was the First Nations woman ever in British Columbia was elected to be the member of the Legislative Assembly for Vancouver Mount Pleasant. So it was wonderful because, of course, in the midst of celebrating a month of diversity and the contributions of the Black community, we had another first. And it was also an opportunity for the Legislative Assembly to recognize firsts that happened a few decades ago. We had the first Black woman elected to the legislature. That was Rosemary Brown. Yeah! And around the same time that Rosemary was elected, we had the first Black man elected to the legislature. That was Emery Barnes. So we were able to remind my new colleague, Melanie Mark, that she's coming in a long line and tradition of rabble-rousers who have changed the Legislative Assembly for the better in British Columbia. And we told her no pressure. But that's a very amazing thing that has happened. And of course, next year we will celebrate 150 years of Canada since Confederation. And it is my hope that we'll be able to work with your society, with the Black community around BC, where the Black community has had a very strong history in places like Steveston, Nanaimo, New Westminster, Vancouver, and of course our own city, to really be able to celebrate Black History Month again. And I would like to work with this organization to bring that into the Legislative Assembly so that we can formally make that a part of the sesquicentennial of Canada next year. And once again, on behalf of John Horgan, the leader of the BC NDP, I want to thank you for inviting me here. And I also wanted to pass on his bragging rights. He said, do you notice all these firsts that happened that I was just speaking about, that John was speaking about? They're all members of the NDP. So there's my partisan plug for the night. We're proud of that too, so thank you very much for